The girl brings her rich boyfriend to meet her family for the first time. Misunderstood by family members to think that boyfriend is a poor person. When the girl's father started asking, what did his family do? The man was very polite and answered, the house is all about investing. He himself is the best at investing. Assets are distributed throughout the country. The most special in Vietnam. But only based on the man's appearance. The girl's family all thought the boy was lying. So, the sister-in-law asked some professional questions. Regarding investment, everyone thought he would be exposed this time. Including his girlfriend too. Because he always thought his girlfriend was an oyster seller. Just when he was going to help his girlfriend, his girlfriend said it was fine. He told her to just sit there. All problems have been solved by him. He smiled benevolently. Very professional, who answered all the questions from the girl's brother-in-law. Astonished everyone. But they still doubted his identity. After all, Lalin is a rich man's angel. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm and Pak Pong help. He said. Pak Pong is also very good at acting. It turns out that he and Pak Pong weren't lovers at first. He's looking for Pak Pong to pretend to be his girlfriend. Yesterday, Lalin's father suggested, if he wants to inherit $1 million fortune, so he has to get married first. It was the first time he had heard such a strange excuse. So this pissed him off a lot. He thought it was good based on his condition. Not afraid, not husband. So she started calling all her male friends. But as a result, no one is single. Some people even gave birth to 3 children. After he expressed his blessing to the boys, he was surprised to realize that he was the only one always busy with work. That night Lalin was at his best friend's bachelorette party. Drink lots of alcohol. Everyone is sad and sad. Where to find objects in the party now? This is where Lalin meets Pak Pong. Even though he's a rich man, he is also very capable. But it's quite realistic. This party was also arranged by your friend. Not enough staff. So he helped his friend deliver oysters. Unexpectedly. After seeing Lalin again, for her, he was of the same opinion. Wait until everyone leaves. Pak Pong finds Lalin still sitting in the yard. Because not long ago Lalin's friend said, drink and don't drive. Don't drink while driving. He had helped Lalin rent a room here. At this time, Pak Pong wants to help Lalin get up and leave. Unsuspectedly Lalin asked Pak Pong to take him to his room. Maybe he doesn't want to spend long nights alone. Lalin continues to drink Pak Pong again. Pak Pong has a crush on Traffic. Facing the invitation of the girl in my heart, he didn't refuse anymore. So tonight they drank pine wine with white wine. Have a Pak Pong company. Lalin temporarily forgot all unpleasant things. Together they spent an unforgettable night. Until the next day wake up. Just realizing that big problems are not good. After that, Pak Pong expressed its willingness to take responsibility. But Lalin said Pak Pong could not assume the responsibility. Then give Pak Pong some money. Then tell Pak Pong to keep this secret forever. Pak Pong only said this one sentence. He is not the kind of man that Lalin thinks. After saying that, he left. Don't even know why. Even though Lalin openly said that Pak Pong was not his ideal type. But when he remembered last night's scene with Pak Pong, he's feeling pretty good. What surprised him was that, after returning home, his father was mentioned inheriting the company again. If he couldn't even find his target, the company will give him a married half-sister. Manage. And the company was built from scratch by his mom and dad together. Lalin doesn't want the company to fall into the hands of other people. So, he interrupted. Say that he already has a girlfriend. Moreover, soon to be married. Lalin's family had never heard of Lalin having a girlfriend. So Lalin's father thought he was lying. If not just one night, where would he find a girlfriend? He told Lalin to bring his girlfriend to meet him. If it doesn't lead, it proves that Lalin is lying. Lalin just had to ask his best friend. Find the boss to organize the party that night. Only now did he get to see Pak Pong again. He wants Pak Pong to pretend to be his girlfriend. That's why there's the opening scene of the video. After Pak Pong finished, didn't tell Lalin the truth from his rich background. Just said that he studied on TV. Lalin also did not hesitate. Then Lalin will give Pak Pong 2,000 baht. Apart from that, each month a salary of 20,000 baht is distributed to Pak Pong. The conditions are: want Pak Pong to marry her, became her husband for 2 months. By then, he should also be the general manager of the company. He and Pak Pong can also go their separate ways. For the marriage request 2 months ago, say. Pak Pong did not immediately provide an answer. Lalin thought that Pak Pong had never seen 2,000 baht. For a while too excited. But didn't expect Pak Pong to say it. It's not like I haven't seen so much money. But being thinking, this is really just for marriage. Then everything will be fine. After all, Lalin's family seems quite difficult to deal with. It was clear that they doubted their relationship. And this problem makes Lalin very confused. The prince from a rich family married Parrot. Misunderstood as a thief. 3 days ago, he and the girl met at a party. Because Yeast is drunk. Coincidence happens that shouldn't happen. After that, the girl decided to do the next thing. Hire a man to marry her. Because the girl's father said, want to inherit $1 million fortune. The condition is to get married. Guys are loyal to girls. Also decided to help the girl. However, the current girl did not know. The boy in front of him is actually a rich man. This time Lalin gave his approval to Pak Pong. Upon success it will give Pak Pong 2,000 bahts. And in marriage, there should be no intimate acts. The beds also need to be separated. Pak Pong originally wanted to say something. However, Lalin said that all must comply. Pak Pong just shut up. The contract has just been signed. Their married life for 2 months also officially opens the curtain. But really, as long as they were married for 2 months, will Lalin succeed in inheriting the inheritance? Later, you can follow the path you choose. I'm staying on my current path. The situation is not that simple. Wedding night. Outside, the other stepmother eavesdropped. Because he was always suspicious from beginning to end. Lalin is getting married. He got married in an instant. It was because he wanted to compete for the inheritance with his biological daughter. At this time, the sound in the room is low and high. But he didn't know. It was because a cockroach appeared in the room. Pak Pong initially wants to go in and help him. But after he saw the cockroach, everyone was scared to death. The rich man next door saw the cockroach for the first time. The 2 people standing above the sink did not dare to go down. But if you fear something, it will come. The cockroach activates its wings. The higher the cockroach flies. They were so frightened that they hugged each other tightly, unknowingly breaking the first rule. It's a Pak Pong that can't touch the traffic. But then they were both in the process of avoiding the cockroach. Once again breaking the no-touch rule. A dark atmosphere immediately filled the room. Still Lalin who reacted first. Separating people on time. But thousands of thousands do not hope. The next second, the cockroach landed on Pak Pong's head again. Pak Pong was so scared that he didn't dare to speak out loud. Lalin just had to gather his courage. Break the stick. Can't help but say their first wedding night. It is completely different from ordinary people. It's also very interesting. Now, Pak Pong with a keen eye detects the irregularity outside the door. So they counted 3, 2, 1. Active and optimistic Pak Pong. Since he appeared, the smile on Lalin's face also increased. Every day he alone faces rejection. From stepmother with her daughter. But now he has an additional assistant. But except that night they experienced an unexpected event. Lalin has never slept in the same room as Pak Pong. So he had a dream in the middle of the night. Dreaming about Pak Pong plotting evil things with him. After he wakes up, go to Pak Pong who is sleeping soundly. One hit. No matter what Pak Pong says. He won't listen. It doesn't matter what he says. It's all his fault. Looking at Lalin after wrapping himself up. Pak Pong just smiled, so spoiled looking at him. The next day woke up. Pak Pong saw that Lalin did not cover his blanket properly. He wanted to cover it gently. But didn't expect Lalin to sleep well. When he opened his eyes, he thought that Pak Pong had some evil plans against him. Take the pepper spray. Just spray it at Pak Pong. That was yesterday. Lalin's kind sister finds out about Lalin's fake marriage. Prepare his special self-defense weapon. Tell Lalin to use it when the time is right. At this time, Lalin said while spraying, "Let you taste my benefits." But he quickly caught on. Why are his eyes sore? Pak Pong looked at Lalin. Feel funny and heartbreaking. Take a towel to cover him for a long time. Ask again and again if he feels better. Is it necessary to go to the hospital? After hearing traffic, say it's okay. He had peace of mind again. When two people faced each other. It's gay. This is a feeling of vibration. The two toss and turn all day. When they come down for breakfast. The family has been waiting a long time. Very dissatisfied. It all said that Lalan's eyes could not see. How did she find a good-for-nothing called Pak Pong to be her husband? Lalan will explain instead of Pak Pong. But his father is angry now. The second mother told her not to touch the barrel of the gun. After that, Lalan apologized to Pak Pong. Make him suffer. But Pak Pong just said. Now they're in the same boat. He hoped that if something happened, Lalan could tell him. He wants to share the burden with Lintus. At first Lalan thought that Pak Pong wanted a raise. But looking at her unwavering eyes told him. He couldn't bear to see Lalan suffer like that. Just wanted to help him. Since my mother died, Lalan had not heard such warm words in a long time. My feelings for Pak Pong deepen. When he left, he told Pak Pong to stay at home. If his family members bully him, then immediately call him. After he ordered it, he didn't bloom, but went to work. Pak Pong is a high-end jewelry master. Being at home is also taking part in the investment industry. Every time he saw a work of art, he couldn't help but stare a little longer. But this is in the eyes of Lalan's stepsister. Think Pak Pong wants to steal collectibles from their house. Because they always think Pak Pong is a poor man who sells oysters. Even when Pak Pong is talking to the housekeeper, he always thought Pak Pong was an amateur guy. Bring all the videos too. For her brother. Just when Lalan was worried about Pak Pong. As soon as the meeting is over, contact Pak Pong immediately. Another stepbrother accidentally showed him the video. In front talking bad about Pak Pong. Intention to separate Lalan and Pak Pong.